Welcome to the Story Guide. Louis Pasteur, a name synonymous with scientific revolution and groundbreaking discoveries, stands as a giant in the history of medicine and microbiology. His contributions to our understanding of disease, fermentation, and vaccination have saved countless lives and transformed the world we live in. From his early work on crystallography to his later triumphs in developing vaccines for rabies and anthrax, Pasteur's life was a testament to the power of scientific inquiry and the enduring impact of human ingenuity. This exploration delves into the life, work, and lasting legacy of Louis Pasteur, a pioneer who not only advanced scientific knowledge but also championed the cause of public health and human well-being. Early life and scientific beginnings, a foundation in observation. Louis Pasteur was born on December 27, 1822, in Dole, a small town in eastern France. His father, Jean-Joseph Pasteur, was a tanner, and Louis grew up in a modest but supportive family environment. While not a particularly outstanding student in his early years, Pasteur displayed a keen interest in drawing and painting. However, his intellectual curiosity soon led him to pursue a career in science. After completing his secondary education, Pasteur enrolled at the École Normale Supérieure in Paris, a prestigious institution dedicated to training teachers. Initially interested in literature, he eventually shifted his focus to chemistry, drawn by the precision and rigor of the scientific method. He earned his doctorate in 1847 and began his career as a professor of chemistry at the University of Strasbourg. Pasteur's early research focused on crystallography, the study of crystals. He made significant discoveries about the asymmetry of crystals, demonstrating that certain molecules could exist in mirror image forms, a phenomenon known as chirality. This work laid the foundation for his later investigations into the nature of fermentation and the role of microorganisms. Fermentation and the germ theory, challenging spontaneous generation. One of Pasteur's most significant contributions to science was his work on fermentation. At the time, the prevailing view was that fermentation was a purely chemical process. However, Pasteur's meticulous experiments demonstrated that fermentation was actually caused by microorganisms, specifically yeasts. He showed that different types of fermentation were associated with different microorganisms, and that these microorganisms were not spontaneously generated but rather came from pre-existing ones. This discovery had profound implications for the understanding of disease. Pasteur's work on fermentation led him to develop the germ theory of disease, which states that many diseases are caused by microorganisms. This theory challenged the long-held belief in spontaneous generation, the idea that living organisms could arise from non-living matter. Pasteur's experiments, using carefully sterilized flasks and broths, conclusively disproved spontaneous generation, demonstrating that microorganisms could only come from other microorganisms. The germ theory of disease revolutionized medicine, providing a scientific basis for understanding and preventing infectious diseases. It led to the development of antiseptic techniques in surgery, dramatically reducing the risk of infection, and paved the way for the development of vaccines and other methods of disease prevention. Vaccination and the triumph over rabies, a beacon of hope. Pasteur's work on fermentation and the germ theory led him to investigate the causes of infectious diseases. He studied various diseases, including anthrax, a deadly disease affecting livestock, and rabies, a viral disease that attacks the nervous system. Pasteur developed a method of vaccination, a process of inducing immunity to a disease by introducing a weakened or inactive form of the pathogen. He developed a vaccine for anthrax by attenuating the bacteria that caused the disease, making it less virulent. This vaccine proved highly effective in protecting livestock from anthrax, saving countless animals and livelihoods. Perhaps Pasteur's most famous achievement was the development of a vaccine for rabies. Rabies was a particularly terrifying disease, causing agonizing symptoms and almost certain death. Pasteur's vaccine, developed through painstaking research and experimentation, involved injecting progressively stronger doses of the rabies virus into animals. The vaccine proved successful in protecting animals from rabies, and Pasteur soon had the opportunity to test it on a human. In 1885, a young boy named Joseph Meister was bitten by a rabid dog. The boy's parents, desperate to save their son's life, brought him to Pasteur. Pasteur, after much deliberation, decided to administer the rabies vaccine to the boy. The treatment was successful, and Joseph Meister survived, becoming the first person to be successfully vaccinated against rabies. This triumph cemented Pasteur's reputation as a scientific hero and brought hope to countless people around the world. Pasteurization and public health, a legacy of prevention. Pasteur's contributions extended beyond the development of vaccines. He also developed a process called pasteurization, which involves heating food or beverages to a specific temperature for a specific period of time to kill microorganisms that could cause spoilage or disease. This process is widely used today to preserve milk, juice, and other food products, making them safer for consumption. Pasteurization has had a profound impact on public health, reducing the incidence of foodborne illnesses and improving the safety of our food supply. It is a testament to Pasteur's commitment to improving human health and well-being. Scientific methodology and lasting impact, a model for future generations. Pasteur's scientific achievements were not only due to his brilliance but also to his meticulous approach to experimentation and his unwavering dedication to the scientific method. He emphasized the importance of careful observation, controlled experiments, and rigorous analysis of data. His work set a new standard for scientific research and inspired generations of scientists to follow in his footsteps. Pasteur's legacy extends far beyond his specific discoveries. He transformed our understanding of disease, paving the way for modern medicine and public health practices. His work on vaccination revolutionized the prevention of infectious diseases, saving countless lives. His development of pasteurization improved the safety of our food supply. Beyond his scientific contributions, Pasteur was also a champion of humanity. He dedicated his life to improving human health and well-being, and his work had a profound impact on society. He was a role model for scientists and a beacon of hope for people around the world. Key contributions of Louis Pasteur. Germ theory of disease. Established that many diseases are caused by microorganisms, revolutionizing the understanding and treatment of infectious diseases. Disproving spontaneous generation. Conclusively demonstrated that living organisms cannot arise from non-living matter, a cornerstone of modern biology. Vaccination. Developed vaccines for anthrax and rabies, pioneering the concept of inducing immunity to prevent infectious diseases. Pasteurization. Developed a process of heating food and beverages to kill microorganisms, improving food safety and preservation. Stereochemistry. Made significant contributions to the understanding of chirality and the asymmetry of molecules. Conclusion. A legacy of scientific brilliance and human compassion. Louis Pasteur's life and work represent a remarkable chapter in the history of science and medicine. His groundbreaking discoveries transformed our understanding of disease, paving the way for modern methods of prevention and treatment. His development of vaccines saved countless lives, and his work on pasteurization improved the safety of our food supply. Beyond his scientific achievements, Pasteur was a man of great compassion and dedication. He devoted his life to improving human health and well-being, and his legacy continues to inspire generations of scientists and humanitarians. He stands as a towering figure in the history of science, a pioneer who not only advanced our understanding of the natural world but also championed the cause of human health and well-being. His name remains synonymous with scientific excellence and a deep commitment to making the world a healthier and safer place.